안녕하세요 여러분. Hello everyone. I'm Spencer. 저는 Spencer라고 합니다. I'm back today with more English news expressions. This is already part 8. 오늘은 영어 뉴스에서 볼 수 있는 단어이랑 표현들을 가르치겠습니다. So if you haven't seen this series before, make sure you check out the other videos. And now I have upgraded this series, so you will see what I mean a little later on. 끝까지 봐주시고 구독하고 좋아요 부탁드립니다. Please watch until the end and remember to like and subscribe. Let's get started. 시작합시다. Number 1 is head off. Head off. This means that something is being blocked, so it cannot move forward. You can think about some car going along on a road and another car coming in front of it and heading it off. It cannot move forward on the road. 한국말로는 뭐를 막다 아니면 저지하다입니다. You can see head off used in this English news title, talking about McConnell, who is a Republican senator. He is trying to head off or stop the stimulus deal, as this means meanwhile or at the same time. Nancy Pelosi, who is a Democrat and the Speaker of the House, is saying that there is progress with the stimulus deal. There's also a keyword in the subtitle of this article, repercussion. So Senator McConnell is worried about repercussions. This means something bad that will happen if he agrees to the stimulus deal. Now let's see two example sentences. He is moving to head off the stimulus deal. He is moving to head off the stimulus deal. Let's do our best to head off disaster. Let's do our best to head off disaster. Number 2, take root. Take root. As you can imagine, this is like a plant or a tree. It means that it is spreading and taking hold. It's getting stronger. 그래서 한국말로는 똑같은 표현이 있습니다. 뿌리를 내리다. You can see this expression, take root, in this news article. So it says that coronavirus, unfortunately, is taking root in the DC area. DC means Washington, DC. This is the political center of the United States. So obviously this is not a good development. Moreover, this is happening in elderly care facilities. This is where old people stay when they are weak or sick and can't stay with their families. These facilities are scrambling. They are quickly trying to find PPE, personal protective equipment, masks, suits, things like that, and also workers. Now let's see two example sentences. Another surge in infections has taken root in the United States. Another surge in infections has taken root in the United States. Democracy took root in more nations in the 20th century. Democracy took root in more nations in the 20th century. Number 3, undermine. Undermine. This means you make something weaker. It's easy to remember this word if you think of a mine. A mine is digging into the earth to get some resources like coal, for example. If you undermine, you are digging sideways, which means you're making the structure weaker. It makes it easier to collapse. 한국말로는 약화시키다입니다. In this news title, efforts made by people and groups to undermine the election process. This means that they are saying the election process cannot be trusted. It is corrupt. It is unfair. These efforts are too big to be controlled by SNS companies such as Facebook and Twitter. So these worries are happening even before the election has happened. So they are pre-delegitimizing the election. Pre means before. Delegitimize means you are saying something is not legitimate And legitimate means something is fair, correct, and able to be trusted. Now let's see two example sentences. The director is undermining citizens' trust. The director is undermining citizens' trust. The prosecutor worked hard to undermine the witness's testimony. The prosecutor worked hard to undermine the witness's testimony. 영상 끝까지 잘 보셨습니까? Did you enjoy the video? 구독하고 좋아요 그리고 알람 설정까지 부탁드립니다. Please like this video, subscribe, and make sure to turn on your notification bell. 다음에 봐요. See you next time.